Well, hello there. Welcome back to the Lotus SMP. Do you remember me, that guy that is consistently side questing on making a mega build throughout the entire server? And man, you could definitely say that it is quite a big project. And I have gotten some work done off camera that I have not been able to show any of you guys. On Monday's stream, we ended up having a little bit of a jaunt, about 4 days or so in our 100-day world, which is now on day 93. But today, we've made it back to continue to side quest. And we are on the 9th, I just had to check, we are on the 9th stream of just working on this monorail by itself, and I'm definitely having a good time making it. I kind of push myself as hard as I can, and then I take a couple of days off, and then I'm usually feeling refreshed to start to work on it once again. As the sun starts to set, you can see that it is quite significant as well. I mean, that is not even saying anything about how big it actually happens to be in its entirety. But for those of you that have been following along as well, you may notice that we do have a couple of paths too. We have been working on the stutter base. I just, every once in a while, it's like, whoa, I'm in cheaty cam mod, or cheaty cam mode. It's like, I can't fly in this world. But anyway, it is a good feeling to be back. I think that at the moment we have Pug and Joel actively online, and then we have Maple, who happens to be AFK at the moment. But yes, as you can see, we have a whole ton of a good amount of progress here, and the idea for today is to start to extend in this direction that we have over here to the right. Which does mean that I am going to probably run out of my axe, which I have affectionately named Geronimo Stilton. And I'm kind of curious, can you guys A, hear the fire truck? And B, I'm also very curious as to whether or not you guys have read the Geronimo Stilton books about the mouse back in the day. They were some of my favorites when I was a kid. And actually, speaking as a teacher, you know, maybe that might be actually a good thing to have in my classroom. Maybe I can take a look at them. Oh no, I think that this minecart is about to fall off. We can grab it very quickly, but the idea for tonight, as much as we can, is to take out our diamond axe here, Geronimo Stilton, and start to chop away into the jungle. Now, I don't want to go too far. I think I want to go, to the edge of the waterway, just about here. And then we'll start making our way down to the south. So we'll have to see what happens. The jungle is definitely one of the most lush and dense kind of areas to have to clear out for a project like this. As we kind of punch into the ground right here, you'll definitely notice that we just have little trunks that will impede and stand in the way, and having to really just take out all of these extra oak trees as well that happen to grow a whole ton. As you can see, for whatever reason, it's only oak trees that are like the frustrating kind, I think you could say. And so it does definitely take a bit of work, but it is also a very rewarding thing. I actually definitely could have started stream earlier tonight, but the brand new video of Lotus episode 1 just ended up coming out this afternoon, and it's always a kind of a celebratory thing for me. I really love watching back the video after I've posted it to YouTube. Like, I know I've already watched it and like reviewed it in like Premiere Pro, but when it finally releases, I always love watching it back and kind of trying to enjoy it as a viewer would, and kind of imagining myself as a viewer, and not really being as critical, but really just kind of enjoying the thing that I made and being appreciative of how I've gotten better over time at editing. And so I'm really proud of that video that ended up coming out today. And I got kind of hooked into it. It's about a 30-minute long video of some of the best stuff I think that I've been able to produce, whether it be the editing by itself or I think I really tried post commentary kind of for the first time too, and that was very exciting. And I think it sounds really good too. So I have a strong feeling that I will continue doing like post commentary and storytelling bits. It's definitely a whole ton more time consuming, but it's been really, really rewarding. Just seeing how it can up the different edge that I can put into my videos. And just, I think that when you're editing, learning how to tell a story through video editing, it is one of the things where the more skills that you happen to learn, the more you can use those skills in tandem and just have such a larger arsenal or toolkit of ideas and things that you can do in order to tell a story and demonstrate something or explain something using video. And it's really fun to just kind of continue to be a better and better video editor, which is something that I've been just kind of straying away from too, and I'll talk about that in a second. But I haven't even taken a look at chat, so I wanted to say, what is good? What is good? Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. I do want to take a quick look, and I'll grab a sip of water too. Oh, and Cobb, thank you, my man. I appreciate it, dude. I actually saw your comment, which got me thinking about something that I'll share in a second. And dude, I hope you're doing well. Miss Yon Lotus, my man. We got Muffert in the game. And I hope that you're enjoying Forevercraft, dude. But also, if you ever want to come help out with the monorail, Cobb, please feel free to come help me out with the monorail. Along with, it's much different to play on Lotus by having to get everything myself, and that is a massive understatement. I didn't realize how much I mooched last year until I played this year. And we got Spooky in the house too. Hey, thank you, my man. Yeah, I saw your comment as well. I really do, guys. I do really appreciate y'all's feedback. And if there's anything that you think I could improve, definitely let me know. I do know that there were a couple of points where like the audio gain was a bit loud, and my voice was kind of a bit too punchy. And that is because the microphone that I use has a very specific kind of like knob on the side of it that if I hit my microphone by accident in a certain way, sometimes it will adjust the knob. And that also applies to if I'm placing my headphones onto my kind of boom stand, which is where I leave them. Sometimes it will change the knob just a little bit, and I pretty much always remember to like adjust it and make sure that my audio settings are good. But every once in a blue moon, I will forget to, and the audio will have been just kind of different, whether it be in my software settings. The volume might not be up the entire way, and so I'll just lose the entire audio segment because it was too quiet and it just really wouldn't work in the video. Or I have too much gain, and then I'm kind of in the opposite situation where it's too loud and punchy and too in your face. I would think, Muffert, what's good? Now we got Pug and Muffert and Slipman in the house right here. Some of the season 3 OGs. What's good, my guy? Which is funny. Like, I'm narrating how I'm asking him what's good, my guy, right? But like, you know, messages, text messages, written messages, you know, he might just be like, that's such a cold, what's good, my guy? So like, what's good, my guy? With tons of like exclamation points and question marks and that sort of thing. Nothing much, just starting to get materials for a dirt farm. Ooh, for what? That sounds exciting. I am trying my best to extend the monorail that we have here to our spawn area, just to get some good looks. That's interesting. You know, sometimes if you don't play Minecraft like extensively as much as like many YouTubers do, and you're much more of a casual player, and Spooky, I wouldn't consider you necessarily casual because you have played 1,000 days in that on your world, which looks incredible, by the way. I think for us, you know, it's one of those things where you actually do end up needing so much dirt for terraforming, or so much stone. Like for me, the amount of stone, the amount of tools that have actually gone through literally just to make this portion of the monorail so far, and I have nothing left. Like, I keep running out, is insane. And if I really wanted to make this perfect, then I need a whole ton of dirt in order to flatten everything out too, right? And so that would just be such an insane thing. And so things like a dirt farm, although they kind of seem like, why don't you just go mine in the ground? Like, they can actually, I think, be very helpful too. Man, I think that we're gonna have to come up here and get this tree as well. Perfect. Yeah, thank you guys so much for the support on the video. And I'd love to know, like, do you guys... I don't think it's a narcissistic thing, although I've heard someone explain it this way and been like, this is gonna sound incredibly narcissistic of me, but I enjoy watching back my videos when they're done. Like, and I think that that is, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of just like an understandable thing. Why would you not want to watch what you created and enjoy it? I don't know, for me, I knew that I wanted to make Minecraft videos that I would want to watch. Which is how I think a lot of people would do it. But I don't know. Of course, I think that makes sense. You know, you've accomplished your goal. If you make videos that you want to watch, and that you think are good, then that's a great thing. Especially if that was your kind of motive at the end of the day. I can look at my videos and then I look at other people who have other videos on YouTube about Minecraft, and I love their content, and then I can see how I compare with their content, and I'm very proud of what I make compared to them. Regardless of the views and whatnot, I do think that it's such a good feeling to have made something and put so much time and effort and kind of just like mental power into making so many little decisions that go into the creative process of making the video and building whatever it is in game and telling the story however you happen to tell the story through, you know, the digital medium of video creation, through video editing. Such a fun thing to do too. Gravel for the man Cobb. Is that because the outer space like transformation? Is that all? Have you been doing all of that? Like, you placed all of that gravel down? If you did, that is quite impressive, my man. And Spooky, if you don't know Cobb, definitely take a look at his content. I've said this many times. Cobb's always kind of been like my best guy, my best buddy from Lotus Season 3. We had a very good time together, and he ended up making a city, which was really impressive, and I feel like I would like to do that, but at the same time, I'm kind of also, at least of right now, especially as the school year is starting, and it could be totally different in the middle of winter. Who knows? I gotta change the songs. It could be completely different in the middle of winter, but I'm kind of I want to focus a little bit more on the video editing, because I've really been enjoying that recently and kind of going back into a season of pushing myself to be better, which will pay so many more dividends without having to feel immensely stressed out based on my own parameters of trying to get a video out every single week and have it be like better and better and better and better and better. Eventually you kind of reach a limit where your videos are of a quality that, is, I think, pretty good, but it also takes a whole ton of time in order to just make it happen. You can have the skills of making really good videos, but at the end of the day, some aspects of making really good videos are very time consuming, and so as someone that, also happens to work full time, this is not my main gig and that sort of thing. It does take, an immense amount of effort, and it's so rewarding being able to look back at it, I would say. And so for me, I think I'm focusing a little bit more in this season as the school year starts on pushing my editing capability and telling the story as best as I can. And not actually, for the first time since I started YouTube 3 years ago, being like, okay, I'm not going to push myself to the core in order to, get out a video per week, especially since I have a second channel. And focusing on quality over quantity, but also still maintaining consistency, if that makes sense. Consistency on YouTube is really just what they say. What they mean when they say that is, how long can you just keep doing the thing at the pace that you're doing it? And I know that I could continue doing the 1 week uploads, but I also do want to make sure that I make room for other things in my life. Many of us have families and children, and I am not there yet, but I am starting to get to the point where I'd like to be prepared, and that also involves preparing and experiencing life in other ways that would make that a reality, if that makes sense. And so I know I could keep doing it, but I'm also, I'm just choosing, at least for this season right now, to continue being consistent, but at a different sort of frequency. And that has been very freeing for me. I feel much more relaxed. I will say that. I feel much more relaxed with actually allowing myself to take the foot off the gas pedal a bit. Okay, we are getting pretty close here, being able to have this entire area kind of good to go. Although you guys are gonna laugh at me, I haven't been recording. I did not put my replay mod cinematic on. That is such a bummer. I'm sure that you guys know me well enough by now to realize that is a total bummer. And if any of you guys were wondering how many cinematics were in the episode 1, it was 517 cinematics in that one video. Meaning, like, I went through replay mod and custom, bit by bit, angle by angle, ended up making 517 different cinematics of different time lengths. And then also had to wait the time for all of those 517 replay mod cinematics to render down in replay mod. And so for those of you guys that know how long it takes to render videos, and especially if you've used replay mod before, it can take a very long time based on the settings of your video and how long the clip is and X, Y, and Z. That video took a whole ton of time, but it was so fun, and it was fun being able to bring Marnie back into from the Forever world and incorporating her into Lotus. And Cobb, if you're still watching, I have also been taking a bit of inspiration from you. As you could see, your conversations with Greg were a lot like mine with Marnie, I would like to say. And so that was kind of inspiration there. And then about 2/3 of the way through the video, I kind of slowed down some of the cinematics, showing me getting from point A to point B, just like showing off how long the monorail has gotten over time. I ended up kind of slowing down that little bit with your inspiration in mind. And so it's fun. It's cool seeing how we can all also influence and just influence and feed off of one another when it comes to the content creation process, even when it comes to just something as small as how long your replay mod cinematics are in, and the sequence in which you use them in that way to create a specific creative and artistic feeling. Okay, but we are now at the ends down here, so we're actually going to start to make our way to the left. My gosh, this jungle is quite dense. But I am actually going to do one thing very quickly, and I'm going to... we'll do a couple things. We're at a good, quick little break point for me to drop off some materials. So we'll continue along in this direction here. And Mefert only has 2 deaths. Puck has 18, and I have 12. Oh, that's a great question too, Jackson, and welcome back, my man. I'll grab a quick sip of water. I'm just heading back to our material area, and I'll explain how and why I chose the name Slip, which I've become so much more comfortable about. I was telling a brand new coworker I went to a little after school event to meet a bunch of different coworkers, which was fun. I instantly told one that a good guy too. I was like, yeah, I got a Minecraft YouTube channel. Like I'm going to stream after this. I'm so much, more comfortable about it. Yeah, 517 is a significant amount of cinematics. On the new area is going to be coarse dirt. Yeah, I understand why you need gravel. That is definitely a grind too, Cobb. Yeah, I do feel like you should feel good about what you made at the end. And I have made plenty of videos that I realize I won't go back and watch. And then there are videos that, like, even for me, nostalgically, I'll go back and I'll binge it. And a lot of my Lotus videos, most of my Lotus videos, I would say, are my favorite videos for me to go back and binge and just like watch again. But also just like seeing it when it comes out in time. And so I know that there are videos that I've made that are my best. And I come back and I watch them and have a lot of appreciation for, where I was at and how I was able to tell the story and where I've come now. But then there are other videos that I just will not watch as much. And so sometimes I can also get into, as we all do, wanting a little bit more validation from the views or that sort of thing. And oftentimes when I find that I'm doing that, I also find that I don't even like the videos that I'm making as much. And I guess I enjoy the process of making it. So I'm like, oh man, this video could pop off. This could be such a good idea. Like, like really all about that. But at the same time, when I go back to after I've published it and I go to watch it, like I did today, I just would have really nothing, like no sort of attachment to it, and I would not continue to watch it. So we are going to do something very quickly. You'll see this is kind of how I've been connecting the pieces of the bridge together. We'll hit enable rendering. Oh, and man, I do hope that I really would appreciate if some Lotus members actually helped me out with this thing once we get to the spawn area. This is all for me, you know, just to get to spawn, but if people really do enjoy this concept, I think it'd be so fun for other people to help, whether it be just resources themselves, or just having community kind of build days, I think would be very fun too. So all I do is I kind of just take my schematic and slide it along this way until it lines up so that there's 3 in a row, just like that. And then I go around into here and I lock it off. And so as you can see, we're going to continue into the jungle just like so. But I do have to do that a couple of times. Which is not difficult to do, but it is funny to me how many times I've actually done this by now. It also feels kind of absurd. But you can also use this design. I mean, honestly, if any of you guys want this monorail design, you're more than welcome to just reach out to me about it on Discord if you'd like. I'd be happy to send you the Litematica schematic if you want to just make this super like jigsaw puzzly. Although it's a little bit more difficult to really see here, but now I think I have 3 in the middle that are kind of darker, like that. But just to make sure, I kind of just go to the end, just like that. And then I just go 1, 2, 3, like that. And so now those are double crossed, I guess you could say, with blocks. And so we'll hit P once again, hit lock, and I think that will just have one more segment going this way here. And the reason that we're doing this is because I want to make sure that when I cut into the south, it's actually going to be a new tunnel where this monorail will actually connect. Which is definitely worth it in the long run. And man, look how long it is. This thing really is a beast. It really is such a massive project. Okay, we go back here, we make them connect, and then we go 1, 2, and 3, just like so. And so now, as you can see, I'll be able to connect it going this way here. And man, that is going to be a very tall pillar as well, but it will look very cool. So I will one more time hit lock. For the final time, we will load for today. One more of our monorails into here. And I'd love to know how you guys are doing and what has been the best part of your day so far. I think that for me, I don't know. Actually, I do know. I'm doing something. If you're not in the Discord, you're more than welcome to join. But I was inspired by someone on Instagram to make a piece of content of my real life person, of like a day in the life. Or I don't know if any of you guys have seen those Instagram videos that are like my 5 to 9 before my 9 to 5. And those of you guys that know me do know that I have historically been very much a grinder. I do work quite hard. And I get a lot of reward and fulfillment out of grinding super hard too. As you can see, I'm now kind of just going to line these up, and then once these guys are connected right here once again, we're going to go in 3 just like so. And that will connect our monorail going into the next direction. but really is very, very easy to connect them just like so. But after stream, I do think that I'm going to try to make that video of my real life self and put it on my own Instagram. And I will show it to you guys on Discord. So you're more than welcome if you want to see what the day in the life looks like for the guy Slip in real life, including like at 4:30 in the morning when I'm making the thumbnail for today's stream and that sort of thing. You're more than welcome to take a look at the Discord and see what the real guy, the real man's is like, you could say. Hey, and Cobb, enjoy, my man. Thank you so much for coming and saying hi. And once again, I hope that you and the family are doing well, my man. Good luck with the course start. I did hear, my co-teacher did say that Taylor Swift did announce a new album. Okay, and Jackson, if you are still here, I will also get around to explaining why my name happens to be Slip. As we once again take out Geronimo Stilton over here, and we will now head along in this direction. You can see our next segment of the monorail is going to be quite big, although I do not think that, I don't know. I don't think that this part right here will be part of Lotus episode 2. I think that we're going to cut it off before we get to this part, but we will prepare the area. But at the same time, I also don't even know because I am recording and I still have not made the build that I need for creative mode, or in creative mode for Lotus episode 2. But my name Slip comes from, it's kind of I don't know, it's an all over the place story, but it makes sense for me. When I was a kid, my last name kind of ended in teeny. And so my friends at the time, they would call me Martini, like the martini glass. And so that kind of was an old gamer tag for me when I was like very much a kid. Like when I was a kid and like the original Modern Warfare 2 came out and that sort of thing, and I was playing with all my friends. My first ever gamer tag was Martini, and that definitely changed over time. But then when I was in college, there was a Migos song. If you guys know the rap group Migos, I listen to a lot of rap music, which most people do not, are like, what? Like Slip, actually? I'm like, yeah, pretty much all I listen to when I'm not live streaming or making videos and incorporating that music in. And I definitely need to go to sleep right now. It's getting too dark for me to feel good about. But Migos ended up coming out with a brand new album. And one of the songs has a hook that goes like, slippery, don't confuse me, believe me. There's something like that. And I just got in, it's one of those hooks, one of those songs that I would just put on repeat, and could not stop listening to. And I had a good amount of friends in college that we would hang out in the dorm room. And when I walked into the room, oftentimes during this miniature phase, I would be singing the song and playing the song as I came in. And so it kind of became like my theme song. So like Slippery. So when I started my Minecraft YouTube channel, my name was actually Sliptini. And there are definitely fans that have been around long enough that know that. I do think that, yes, when I started Lotus last year even, I was still Sliptini, I believe, with Cobb. And oh my gosh, there's a zombie over here. And so it was a mix of Slip from like, Slippery from Migos, and then Teeny from my old gamer tag. But at the same time, I do know that I had wanted to have the name Slip by itself. And I'd looked into other names, and there was another YouTuber that had about 2,000 subscribers that made Minecraft content, and his name was Slip. And so I felt like since I didn't have any subscribers and I had never made any Minecraft content, and this guy seemed like he was pretty prolific on Twitch as well, I was like, well, he's definitely the Slip on Minecraft. That can't be me. And I've talked about this before, but I actually, once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I played in a $1,000 Minecraft hide and seek tournament, which was very fun. And a bunch of other YouTubers were invited, not only including myself, but the other Slip was invited too, like the other streamer Slip. And so we kind of had like some funny banter and, you know, back and forths and that sort of thing, because I was catching up to him in terms of subscribers, and I have now absolutely completely surpassed him. And so I decided to take the handle Slip because it wasn't necessarily as a flex thing, but it was really, I had wanted to be the Slip that played Minecraft, and I thought that it was easy and a good sounding name. And I don't know, it's interesting that, you know, I'm an orange monk and whatnot. I love everything about it, and I think it, you know, it's truly and authentically me in many different ways. And so no, wait. I know you guys can't hear me getting shot. Wait. Oh my gosh. Oh. Where did the skeletons come from? Oh, that was very scary. Oh, that was very scary. That was very scary. I didn't like that. Oh my gosh. Where did they come from? He's an enchanted bow. Okay. He has an enchanted bow. We are not going to mess around with that too much. He has an enchanted bow. Okay, let's take a step back. Grab a sip of water. Say hello to the chat. Well, I could maybe post a help wanted sign at spawn. That's a good idea. My gosh, it was close. Yeah, that was a little scaly. A little scaly. Alright, I saw that Cobb said, can't wait for episode 2. That makes me feel very happy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, that was a good one. And sometimes I get so giddy. I just love having new videos come out that I'm like, I want to have another one out, and I have another one out. But I'm trying to not do that, because that is actually easier for me to do. It's easy for me to just make tons and tons of content than to do a couple of other things that I've been interested in pushing my... Did anyone else see that? That block took like 15 times to break. But yeah, I think that in the future I am interested in, I don't know, just having like, I don't know, social clubs. I could say, like, I don't know, I want to try to join like a run club. I think that could be fun. Or I do live in Colorado, and there's so many mountains here, and those of you guys that know me in the Discord, and many of you guys that have known me for a long time, know that I love exercise and I work out 7 days a week. And so it's something that's very important to me, but I've been so deadbeat on working out and then making content for Minecraft that I won't, you know, on a Saturday, if that's really my only day off, which it is, usually I dedicate that to making Minecraft content so I can have another video go out where it could also be very fun and very fulfilling to go and hike a 14er, you know, or go skiing for the day and that sort of thing. And those are things that I also love doing. And so that is definitely, on the priority list, but more difficult for me. And it's kind of funny that it's more difficult. Reason for it is because I just love everything. I really love everything about making Minecraft videos. It is something that I'm so I never get burnt out with. I could say like it's such an obsession for me. I never get burnt out from playing Minecraft and making Minecraft videos. And like, as many of you guys know, I'm a teacher, and so like I have the teacher summer, and for 2 summers now, I've had the entire summer to like literally pretend to be a full-time YouTuber, and I love it. Every single time. I have such a blast doing it. But I do know that I should also, have a little bit more balance. So, who knows what that will look like. But I don't know. I want to start the winter world in the forever world too. Have a winter world playlist, but at the same time, I'm too giddy about that because the best things in life you just kind of stick with for a while and they can continue to compound on themselves over time too. And I do think that my Lotus video, or my Lotus movie from season 3, is so good because I only focused and committed to Lotus for doing that. So I also am kind of focusing and kind of leaning into doing that too and just focusing on Lotus. It's so fun playing with other people. Genuinely. And then also the fact that like I have committed to such major projects. Like look how much, the entire stream so far, we have just been clearing out this area. That does not include getting all of the stone materials, and this template right here does not include all of the stone that comes above, or that makes the pillar that goes to the ground. It is a very, very expensive project. And I do keep running out of diamond tools, and I feel like I'm also doing it the most inefficiently way possible. I don't have any villagers to trade with, so every time I run out of diamonds, I just have to go back and go branch mining, which is like the slowest way possible to do this thing, which is so funny too. Yes, it was close. The Scaramens, I guess they went away. We just kind of hopped right back into it. I didn't even think about that. Oh, but man, our axe, which I do think we will call our next one Geronimo Stilton II. And also we are still in need of a name for the islands that we've made right there, which is where my starter base is, but I still literally do not even have enough. I have not thought far enough beyond getting the monorail to spawn to have really even thought about anything else. That is how consuming this project is. Which is funny because it's like the side quest, but it's also like it is the side quest, but it's so much bigger than the main quests, which are making like really nice builds around the world. I want to have a sick looking transportation system in order to get around to them. And not only that, but I want to really want to work on like natural terrain this season. I want to get wicked good at terraforming. I think that would be such a fantastic thing to do. Like take different kind of landscapes. For some of you guys know that I went to Spain over the summer and I walked across half of the country and was able to see so many different types of countrysides. And there are so many different wonderful countrysides in the United States and around the world that, can give inspiration for just having Minecraft look unique, and then being able to build things on top of those ideas is even more exciting too, I think. So kind of just continuing to be inspired by natural terrain, and I want to get really good at it if possible. I may be an okay builder, and I've come a long way, but I still have a long way to go too. We will pop back on the bed right here. And then let's see. Don't want to lose the axe. There it is. Oh my gosh, so many pesky oak logs. They are always in the way. Let's kind of chop on down here and see what we're looking at. I guess that's far away enough from the bridge that I'm not really going to notice at the end of the day, and no one will either. So that's looking pretty good, actually. I do think we'll hit stop recording for the time being. And we'll start to hop our way back over here. As you can see, that is going to be the next little segment that we'll be working on. Oop. We cannot lose Geronimo Stilton. And it's funny how much laggier it is for me as well over here in the jungle, but we actually can, I do believe, pop up here with our jungle logs. I am prepared, kind of. No, I guess we don't have our powered rails, but I have gotten around to placing rails down most of the way here, as you can see. And so we'll be able to make our way back to the island, where I want to show you guys the new paths that I've been working on. And let's see, right now it is 6:43 my time. I want to see how long it's going to take for us in order to get to the island, how much time. Because it honestly is pretty insane. As you can see, we now head through the Dark Oak Forest. And we continue alongside here, where on the edges you can see I have tons of wheat crops, which I think looks pretty pretty. I can't do something like Slipshore. I like the idea though, Spooky, that's a good one. I want to do something that has nothing to do with me. We are passing Pug's Pub, and so I do understand where you're going with that. It literally makes like total sense to me. But I want it to be something that is like, that exists on its own. Like the park of something. Like, I want the name to be the park of something. I just don't know what. For example, in all of my worlds, I have specific kind of like medieval fantasy names. My hardcore series that I started YouTube with was called Lhasa, which was based off of the actual capital of Tibet, named Lhasa. But I spelled it different and kind of made it into my own thing. And then my forever world was called Otapan. And that was kind of its own thing too. And then I had one other kingdom, and I can't remember the name of it right now. I don't know why. As you can see, we have now crossed over the water. Isn't it insane how long this monorail is? Yeah, I think we are going to have to post a help wanted sign at spawn. That sounds fun. And we are making it back to the island finally. Man, I was really hoping that it was going to be 3 minutes, but it's almost 3 minutes, I believe. Almost 3 minutes on that monorail going all the way. But one thing that I don't think that you guys have seen so far, but I have recorded for the next segment of episode 2 for Lotus. Not only have I put a whole bunch of decorated pots right here, I've also kind of done that in some of the trees that you'll see right over there, right? And then even more importantly, in my personal opinion, is that I've gotten some more hay bales around, and then I've also, most importantly, put down a path right here. And this is diorite, and then polished diorite and calcite. And the calcite is super expensive. Oh my gosh, the calcite is so expensive. But it looks really cool and really sleek, I think. Really brings this island together and makes it super unique. And I think I've come a long way from Season 3 now onto Season 4 of Lotus as a builder. Just as a creator of this natural park, as you can see right here, where the monorail goes to, which could be our home for the season, where I transform it over time, but at the same time, it could not be our home at all this season. And I really do not know. I do know that it will always be the place where we started. If you haven't taken a look at today's brand new video, this is more than a starter base. Well, as you can see, this is much, much more than a starter base. Please do consider taking a look at that video. It's one of my favorites that I've made, especially one of my top videos of the year. I put a whole ton of time and energy and effort into it. The builds, as you can see, the landscaping is very, very good looking. The custom trees. And then we also have our fisherman's cottage over here too. So guys, I'm going to get to work on making that short form video. I still want to see what happens when I make it, and then I will show it to you guys in the Discord when I'm done. But I do appreciate you guys hanging out. I think that will be the extent of our side quest for tonight. Very probably a live stream on Friday, but tomorrow will be more editing cinematics for episode 2 of Lotus. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, Spooky. Thank you so much, Cobb. Thank you so much, Jackson. And I will see you all very soon. And Spooky, I hope to get the Wordle before you get the Wordle, in terms of, I think I need to get it next round. I'm struggling. But anyway, as that chicken goes behind us, I will see you all very, very soon. And thank you, as always, for spending some time with me tonight. Yeah, you. I'm talking about you. All right, good night, y'all.